as a continuation of last week, and I wanted this on the blog, nobody knows how happy it makes me when the Florida Peeps come back. Judy and Bob came back. Bob came back last week on his birthday, everybody. His birthday. This week we welcome back Joanne, who's back from Florida. Yes! We only have 2 more Florida people, and then everyone will be back. But we started talking last week, and it's funny because Angie hit on it tonight about just loving yourself and caring about yourself, no matter what stage you are in. Not saying, I will love myself when I'm at my go away, or I will have self-esteem. Yeah, maybe you'll be healthier, maybe you can run faster, but you gotta love yourself all along the journey. And it's funny, I ran into somebody the other day who said to me, you know, I don't mean anything bad by this, Ellen, but, you know, ever since you lost weight, you look a little older. And I said to her, thank you so much for feeling so comfortable with me that you would share that. But you know what's funny? I am older. I'm 5 years older. 5 years. I go, yes, we started the Pray It Out group in January of 2008. So I'm almost 5 years older. She goes, oh, yeah, I guess. And I was like, no, only kidding, Father Pryor, I did not hit it. But what's funny about that is there are people who say, I'd lose weight, but I'm worried about the wrinkles. And here's what I say, and I've said it before, and I'll probably say everything over the next 10 more years, a few more times. My friend Karen, who died at 53 years old from breast cancer, would say, bring those wrinkles on. I look in the mirror and I go, thank you, Jesus, for this one, that one, these smile ones. I don't care about no stinking wrinkles. And you might say, somebody else said to me in the post office, what about your skin under your clothes? Is it kind of flabby? Again, thank you for feeling so comfortable with me that you would ask me about my hanging skin. But actually, it's not so bad. Would you like me to show you that? I don't care about my skin. I don't care. I have low blood pressure, low cholesterol, no adult onset diabetes, so my thighs are not going to turn 18-year-old boys' heads at Bethany Beach. I got a pretty hot 54-year-old head right over there. I don't need nobody else. So, here's the point. Our body is our home. It's where we live. I told you, sometimes I get so sick of myself, I try to get away from myself. I go over here, I'm still there. I go, Ellen, I'm going out for a walk, I'm sick of you. I go for a walk, I'm still there. You can't get rid of yourself. This is where we live. Flabby thighs, cellulite, crow's feet. This is where we live. And I say, you know what? When I read about 43-year-old football players taking that final step and killing themselves, when I see these movie stars dying young and the Whitneys of the world, you think they got money, they got fame. Give me anonymity in Syracuse, New York. I'm happy as a clam. I'm not on the cover of Vogue. Who cares? We gotta love ourselves for who we are. And here's another thing. We need to be present and mindful. For those of you who might have forgotten, it's coming up May 15th, and then the 2 weeks after that, we have the Tai Chi Cha. Don't tell Father Pryor I said that. It's prayerful movement. Because he thinks it sounds kind of new agey. That's okay. We're going to Tai Chi Cha. Let's get present with ourselves. Sign up. It's only $5. I don't read magazines. I tape everything and fast forward through all the food commercials. Fast forward through the models, fast forward through the food commercials. My poor mother has actually fallen asleep between Double Jeopardy and Final Jeopardy because there's 17 commercials. And she'll call me up, what was the final question? Because there's so many commercials. We tape it and fast forward. Here's another thing we need to do to love ourselves. Let's dress our size. Even when I weighed 370, I did not wear... There was a girl at my old job who had such skin-tight jeans on that the zipper broke. And she was running around getting safety pins. She went through the whole day with these big safety pins where her zipper was, but her shirt didn't cover it up because her shirt was all the way up here. And she had, what did we call those things? Muffin top. Is that what they're called? A muffin top? Then she had a muffin top. I know she'll never watch the blog, don't worry. She had a muffin top and pink jeans. Now, if she would have just gotten a 16 with an over blouse, she would have looked fine. But when you are a 16 and you're wearing a 12, do people going to say, I thought she was a 16, but now that she's got those 12s on, with the zipper broken and the muffin top, I didn't think, maybe I was wrong, she's not a 16. Who are we trying to kid? I say dress for what you look like, you know. Even now, sometimes I'll wear something and I'll say to Bob and Vince, it's kind of tight. And they go, no, it's not. You know, because I feel kind of strange sometimes in different clothes. Also, we have to love our bodies because those of us who are women, our children came out of these bodies. You know, when people compliment me on Vincent, I kind of have a glimmer or a glimpse, or they compliment me on any of my children. I kind of have a little glimpse of how God must feel, the great creator. We use our bodies to create life. And that's another reason why God planted me where he wanted me to grow. Because I believe with every fiber of my being that everybody's valuable. Everybody. Whether you are in a coma, whether you're quadriplegic, whether you don't even know what day it is, you are valuable. And so does Christ. Christ believes that with every fiber of his being. So he wants us to love ourselves because he made us. And you know what's funny? I think a lot of the reason why I always overate was because I mentioned I'm Irish. And I grew up always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Oh, I'm happy now, but what's going to happen? Is that phone going to ring? Is something going to happen? And you know what prayed off? And God have encouraged me to do? Go barefoot. Go barefoot. I don't have to worry about the other shoe to drop. I don't even have shoes on. We just have to live our life, love ourselves, be compassionate. And you know what? When you come and get on the scale, I don't say, last week I loved you when you lost 2 pounds, but now that you gained 4, not so much. I don't say that. You are not who your weight is. And I'm going to stop right there, Bobby.